I really believe that we have um, infinite capability to become any possibility. I think literally everything that can exist does exist. Our minds are tuning forks that allow us to, with our conscious awareness, begin to experience more and more of the lives that we're willing to perceive or that we believe we are perceiving. With that in mind, I kind of understand that I do have this radical sense of, or it's established this sense of responsibility within me that when I experience something I don't prefer, that it's okay, that that's fine, but that I'm allowing that. And if I feel upset, that that is also a choice. Whatever I'm upset about is something that I'm choosing to perceive in the way that is making it upsetting rather than something that is neutral or something I can appreciate. It's almost been 2 months since I made a video, and I'm not like maybe there was some time in there that I was a little frustrated with myself about not making videos, but I just understand that if I feel compelled to do so, I will. And if I don't even know what I'm looking to say here, I guess in these 2 months, like I almost feel like if life is a dance where you have to step forward and backward, this feels like one of the step backwards, but we're still kind of moving. The dance is still moving forward in its progression. Um, so I'm okay with the experiences I've had over the last 2 months. It's been what I mean, like, here's the thing, right? Is like whatever I say here, I'm choosing to perceive it in the way that I explain to you that I'm perceiving it. So if I say I feel like I was taking a step back, or I feel like I was a little bored, or I felt uninspired, that is to commit my line of thinking, my it's to give myself this consciousness that I am, this version of me, hello. Um, it's to give them a history that aligns with what I just said. Some stuff that is essentially on the side of things I don't prefer. However, if I can change my own perceptions to allow this period to be a period of incubation, for example, or the step back so that you can go around an obstacle or something, or step back so you can step forward. One step back, two steps forward. Um, so I do recognize that my life has it's remained consistently in my control, and I haven't done very much with it. At least in these last 2 months, I'm okay. I'm okay with that because like it's almost like this was a period where I can look back at my life and I'm like, yep, I've done this before. And now, like, as I'm going through these 2 months, like, I didn't lose sight of that I had had this experience before where I wasn't really pursuing something that I really wanted. And instead, I'm just ruminating. And I don't mean that really in a negative connotation, more just like thinking about, oh man, when am I going to find what I want to do? Or, um, well, actually, I think this was really interesting. I've been practicing a lot of appreciation, and I write my journal like the first thing I do every day, pretty much. Although sometimes I miss it. Um, and I found myself, well, struggling some days to write almost anything, or just writing something and not really feeling like a ton of conviction about it, or like I could just write freely. Like I felt like a lot of doubt about if I was writing what I was feeling, or if I was just trying to put on a face for myself so that I could be in the version of me's reality that I would prefer. But I just wasn't like I don't know. It felt disingenuous. Is that a word? Um, Sometimes when I was writing, and I would wake up and I wasn't really finding a lot to feel appreciative of. I was feeling a lot of anticipation of, what was to come, or anticipation of what I was doing that day, and perhaps what obligations I had. But I understand. Like, I truly do understand. I really do think that all possibilities are happening. And it's just up to me and you and all the other versions of you to choose the reality that you wish to experience. It's a conscious choice. It's not something that doesn't take any action. You need to take some sort of action with it. It's like meditation is a means to an end, because it's fantastic. I love meditation. I do it all the time. I think pretty much everyone could do meditation and it would benefit them greatly. However, meditation, it's like, have you the expression like premeditated something, like premeditated murder, I guess, but like like a premeditated action. Meditation is part of getting ready to do the action. So I ask myself, you're doing this meditation, but you don't feel super pushed, super called to do something specifically. And then I gotta ask myself, is that true? Because nobody else in the whole world is going to be able to tell me exactly what sort of dream would appeal to me, what sort of ideal reality I could go to, I could experience. It's all up to me, but because it is me, and only I know that. So what actions am I taking? Making this video, I suppose. I wrote a good one. I wrote a journal entry this morning that I really appreciate. And I had a dream last night that I really appreciate. And I don't even know what I'm trying to say, except that I've experienced a lot of feeling responsible for how I'm feeling. And there was a great that I mean responsibility is the only word that like there's a great amount of responsibility associated with that. And I like even yesterday I was at work and I like found myself being really like it was almost like I recognized the feelings of being a little bit sad, like from when I was way younger. And I was like, man, like when I was way younger, like I'd let this feeling like consume me and just spend the whole shift being miserable. Um, or try to come up with some reason that it was okay to feel that way. And it is okay to feel that way. And that's something that I was experiencing yesterday. I was realizing like it's fine for me to feel like a little upset and maybe not even like know what it's from. Or if I guess I really do know what it's from, because like I said, I've felt at least a little bit like I've stagnated. So to allow myself to feel that emotional state is actually to process that state, to allow it to change. Um, because if I'm feeling that way, it means I'm insisting that my life change so that it doesn't look exactly as it does now. And that is to make like that sort of thinking makes my happiness conditional. I don't want my happiness to be conditional. There are plenty of things in life, plenty of conditions that I probably imposed on myself so that I would develop, and I don't want to take those for granted. I don't want those to be a thing that I spend my whole life being miserable about. Like, why wouldn't I just realize that these experiences are what are making me who I am and are what are shifting me into the paths, the experiences that I will have, preferred and non preferred. I do feel like I'm on the cusp of something, but what, Moses? You don't know? That's fine. The unknown holds everything you, it holds everything you don't know. That's non-preferred, and then everything you don't know that you do prefer. It holds literally everything. It's probably way more like it's in my nature to be appreciative, so it's gonna hold way more things I can appreciate than things I can fear. And even when those things come up, things I don't prefer, those are imposed on me by myself, and I can change my perceptions to fit the situation, to fit really it's to align my perspective with being all appreciative of everything. I'm super appreciative of many things in my life, and I'm realizing that I've spent some time trying to just not be appreciative of the stuff I don't appreciate because I wanted to have some of my stuff in my life change, I guess, rather than just accepting it as it is. Because until you accept it as it is, it may not go away. It may not. It may go. It may not. You don't want the non preferred stuff to go away if it's making you into a better person. You know? Um, Facts. Okay. Thanks for your time. It's been a while. I intend to do this more again because I'm sure that someone out there like I wouldn't want to make this video if someone out there wasn't ready to receive it. As much as I look at myself and I'm like, I'm unique, like, I have my own like perspective on life. So does everyone else in the world, but we can still learn from each other, I guess, is the bottom line here. So yeah. I love you. Take care.